That's what we're dealing with right now, and it looks like as though that yep, there is a tornado just north of North Cannon. It's moving to the east-northeast, folks, and it's going to make its way to places just north of Chicopee and Springfield, Massachusetts. So that's going to be Massachusetts' problem, not really Connecticut's. I mean, Connecticut, they are dealing with some strong winds right now at the surface. But then we go down to the New York City area. Is there anything? Not much. Not much, folks. Not much is happening so far, folks, but that could change as time rolls around. Now, is there any other tornado warning? It's just only one, folks. Just only one. So let me just... Okay, so we do have pop-up thunderstorms approaching from Pennsylvania and New Jersey. They're making their way to the New York City area. So folks who are in the five boroughs area, please do take cover yourselves and make sure you get indoors if you have to, right under the subway. But hold on a minute. But I would caution that your best bet would be to get inside a building, not into the subway. The subway does flood oftentimes, and weather events like this tends to make subways very vulnerable to flash flooding. I mean, we've had so many instances where subway stations ended up becoming underground rivers, and some people drowned because of which. So it's going to be a matter of a few minutes, folks. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about the 3-day forecast. So let's get to it, folks. We'll come back to that if necessary. So what do we got, folks? So where are the warm lows? Well, actually, let me hold on a minute, folks. Let's start off with tonight's highs. So where's the heat? The heat's going to be all over the east and Gulf Coast, but all the way up to New York, parts of the desert Southwest, California, leeward side of the Cascades, parts of the Great Basin, a few parts in the Colorado Rockies. There will be freezing temperatures, chilly temperatures throughout the Great Lakes region, upper Mississippi Valley, and the interior parts of the Northeast, like northern New England. Then we move on to tomorrow morning. So where's the heat for tomorrow morning? Well, where's the warm lows for tomorrow morning? They're going to be in the Gulf Coast, all the way to New York City, right along the East Coast, and parts of the desert Southwest. Where the chilly lows, they're in the Rockies. They are in the northern plains, central to upper Mississippi Valley, parts of the Ohio Valley, the interior parts of the Northeast, plus the Great Lakes region. And there is a few places where there are going to be below freezing temperatures in places like Minneapolis, but just on the outside though. This is for Sunday night. Oh, tomorrow night. By tomorrow night, where's the heat? It's going to be all over the Gulf Coast and parts of the Southeast, and on the western part of the Great Plains, desert Southwest, and much of California, much of the Great Basin, leeward side of the Cascades. Chilly temperatures will be throughout the Great Lakes region and parts of the northern New England part of the country. By Monday morning, where the warm lows, they are in Florida, the desert Southwest, where the chilly temperatures for the morning hours, and they're in the Rockies, parts of the Great Basin, the Cascades, Sierra Nevadas, and the Northern Plains, central Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes region, and as well as much of the Northeast. For Monday night, well, we're dealing with plenty of heat throughout Texas, some places throughout the Great Plains. The desert Southwest is going to get hot, in parts of California too. A few places throughout the Great Basin and the leeward side of the Cascades. Really chilly temperatures, they are going to be in the interior parts of the Northeast. And finally, by Tuesday morning, where the warm lows, they're in Florida, southern Texas, and parts of the desert Southwest, where the chilly temperatures, they're going to be in the Sierra Nevadas, the Cascades, much of the Great Basin, the Colorado Rockies, Bitterroot Mountains, the parts of the Great Lakes region, the Ohio Valley, and throughout much of the interior parts of the Northeast. This is for tonight. Let's see what we got for dew point. Excuse me, folks. For tonight, where's the humidity? There's going to be a lot of humidity throughout the Gulf Coast states, the East Coast states, Florida, the desert Southwest, and much of the West Coast. Tomorrow morning, there's going to be plenty of humidity throughout the Gulf and East Coasts, desert Southwest, and some parts of the West Coast. For tomorrow night, where's the humidity? Plenty of humidity throughout the Great Plains, the Gulf Coast, the East Coast, parts of the desert Southwest, and some parts, well, the coastal part of the Pacific Northwest. Monday morning. By Monday morning, there will be plenty of humidity throughout some parts of the Gulf Coast, some parts of the Southeast Coast, much of the Great Plains, parts of the desert Southwest, and a few parts throughout the West Coast, though. By Monday night, humidity is going to be all over the central third of the country, Florida, and parts of the Southeast, parts of the desert Southwest, and parts of the West Coast. Got to go back to my channel. Finally, by Tuesday morning, there's going to be plenty of humidity throughout much of the Gulf Coast, parts of the Southeast Coast, and much of the Great Plains, all the way to Minnesota. Parts of the desert Southwest get humid, and even some parts throughout the West Coast. Let's go back here and talk about Cape, in which we deal with the updraft. For tonight, there's going to be plenty of Cape throughout the Gulf Coast, all the way up to New York. On the East Coast, plenty of Cape throughout the desert Southwest, the Great Basin, and much of the Pacific Northwest, and the Bitterroot Mountains, and the Northern Rockies, and even the Colorado Rockies in New Mexico. That's for tonight, though. Plenty of updraft for tomorrow morning. By tomorrow morning, they're going to be in southern Texas, the Southeast, parts of the desert Southwest, and Great Basin areas, plus the leeward side of the Cascades and the Northern Rockies, Bitterroot Mountains. By tomorrow night, there's going to be a lot of convection to go around throughout the southeast, Texas, the western Great Plains, much of the desert southwest, parts of the Great Basin, the northern Rockies, leeward side of the Cascades. What about for Monday morning? A lot of convection throughout Florida, a little bit in western Texas, southwestern plains, and parts of the desert southwest, and a few places throughout the northern Rockies. Monday night, there's going to be a lot of convection in Florida, throughout the Great Plains, and that includes Texas, desert southwest, a few parts of the Great Basin, northern Rockies, leeward side of the Cascades, maybe a few places throughout the Pacific Northwest. Finally, by Tuesday morning, there's going to be plenty of Cape in Florida, western Texas, parts of the Great Plains, a few places throughout the desert southwest and Great Basin. And finally, now we turn to composite reflectivity, which means rain. Well, for tonight, there's going to be plenty of storms to go around all throughout the East Coast, some parts of the Gulf Coast, the parts of the desert Southwest, the Colorado Rockies, all the way up to the Bitterroot Mountains, and parts of the Pacific Northwest will get some showers and storms going. What about for tomorrow morning? There's going to be more storms to go around throughout the East Coast. You can see, folks, and much of Texas. Some showers and storms will be there. A few showers and clouds will be in Colorado and Wyoming, all the way up to Montana and a few parts of Idaho, and more showers and rain throughout the Pacific Northwest. A few stray clouds and showers throughout parts of the West Coast and California, and the Great Lakes region. By tomorrow night, all those storms start moving out, but still linger throughout parts of New England, and also the southeast, parts of Texas, Colorado, and the northern Rockies, Idaho. A few places throughout the Pacific Northwest get some clouds and showers going. By Monday morning, there will be plenty of storms throughout the southeast, the Great Plains, Kansas and Nebraska. A few clouds and showers, maybe a few storms in the Dakotas and Montana. A few clouds and showers throughout the Pacific Northwest. A few stray clouds and showers throughout the California coast. Monday night, lots of storms to go around throughout the southeast, southern plains, southern Texas. We get some showers and storms going, and as well as the northern plains, upper Mississippi Valley. Few clouds, a few showers. Throughout the northern Rockies. More storms throughout the Pacific Northwest. And finally, we do have plenty of storms to go around throughout the southeast, the Gulf Coast, the mid-Mississippi Valley, a few clouds and showers throughout the southern plains, and more showers and clouds, but more storms throughout the upper Mississippi Valley, parts of the northern half of the Great Lakes region. More storms throughout the northern Rockies, the Pacific Northwest, a few clouds and showers that are stray along the California coast. Alright, folks, we reached the end.